Hello. Here I am again. I've changed the position of the light. Hopefully you won't get this 5 o'clock shadow. I can't get it to point upwards though. That's my new light box if you've just joined this and you haven't watched the previous one. I cannot get it to twist upwards for some strange reason. I don't know why. I'm obviously not screwing it together properly. Anyway, I've put it to one side and I've lowered it. So I'm hoping I'll get an up light, but you're probably looking up my nose now or something like that. I'll get it right in the end. Now I'm a bit paranoid of looking like I looked as though I'd got like a 5 o'clock shadow or whiskers under my chin on the last one. And with a lot of people like watching my videos now on HD and things like that. I mean, there is one YouTuber who I won't name for obvious reasons, and she's definitely got a beard, you know, going on under here. And I thought, no, I'll be like that. I know she might have a cystic fibrosis or something like that causes her to have whiskers, but, you know, we've all got access to a pair of tweezers, haven't we? It's what you call, like, grooming. I tend to do a grooming inspection every morning just to make sure, because we get to a certain age, we all get them, don't we? You know, if I let mine grow, I'd probably have a better moustache than Tom Selleck, you know. Anyway, enough of that. What am I here for? I'm here to show you that I got a new book today. It's been ordered for ages from Amazon, but I got it today. Crochet Scarves and Cowls, 35 colourful and contemporary crochet patterns by Nikki Trench. I've got a few of her books. I think she does the dolly patterns for the American. Sorry, excuse me laughing, but Gigi's determined to get on my knee and it's not really a scenario because I've got trousers on and he's going to fall through the gap. I think she does all those American Girl doll patterns, if I remember rightly. Anyway, there we are. We've got the first one, which is blue with a yellow end, is it? Yeah, blue with yellow frills. The pattern for that will be further in, so I'll tell you more about it when I get there. Gigi, sweetie, which way are you going to go? Hang on a moment while I... Oh, sorry, darling. Squashed him. Sorry, sweetie pie. It's all right, girls. Calm down. I didn't hurt him. They're very protective of him. He was just sitting in an awkward position, and when I moved, I trapped his little leg. But he's not damaged permanently, are you, sweetie? Okay? Your Auntie Jan didn't mean to do that. It's just colourful shawls or scarves or whatever. And it's very awkward. I'm in an awkward position here with Gigi. I'm not saying basic techniques. Honestly, she's licking the leather sweet, Poppy. Hello. There's water in the kitchen if you're thirsty. I never work with children and animals. Never, never. At least, thank goodness at the moment, they're not passing wind. Not even the little one. Gigi, you're not comfy. Why don't you go sit somewhere else? Why don't you sit round the back, darling? Sit round the back, sweetie. I've got slidey pants on and he's falling off them. He likes it best when I've got a skirt on. Oh, the girls really liked my velvet trousers. They kept wanting to lick them for some reason or another. Maybe they felt nice on the tongue. And I must apologise because I've got a cold. Oh joy. I might have come away with good news from the hospital, but I think I also came away with a cold. Right, let's get stuck into this book. There's a lot of how-tos at the beginning. You know, showing the bits of the scarf and showing bits of how you do it. You know, pom-poms, tassels, things like that. You know, which is quite good. We're being knocked about again. That was Poppy, was it? No, it was Sky. Right, chapter 1, here we go. Cool colours. This one's called the Ripple Scarf. That one. Quite nice one. And this one's called the Shimmer Scarf. It's virtually like all squares, you know, fastened together. And this one is the chunky scarf with pom-poms, which are supposed to be like the in thing, aren't they, pom-poms? And that one's called the Coast scarf. Just different colours and stuff. This is quite nice. I think I like the colours of it. It's the Brighton Square, is it Bubbles or Brighton Bubble Square? Brighton Sky Bubble Scarf. There we go. Nice colours, aren't they? I prefer books that have the, you know, the spiral, so that when you turn the pages over, it's okay. This one's called the Glisten Cowl. And this is the Rock Pool scarf. Just all different shades, isn't it? This is one I can see Sue wanting to make. This is called the Samphire, not the Sapphire, Samphire. It's got beads, I think, along the edge, if I remember rightly. Yeah, that's all the edges beading. Gigi's now gone over on the cushions. He's fed up with me because he can't sit on my knee. This one is called, chapter 2 is Warm Tones. That's the Urchin neck warmer. And this one is called the Flower Motif Scarf. I'm alright with square motifs because I can stitch them together, but I'm no good with anything circular. This one's the Sunset Cowl. Oh, excuse me. And this one's pretty. It's called the Fruit de Mer. What's that? The fruits of the sea. That's the name for something else, isn't it? Is it sea urchins or what? I'm sure somebody will tell me. But that's nice. It's very, very, very pink and very delicate. This is the Lansdowne Chunky Scarf. There we go. And this is the Starfish Cowl. Although quite white is the starfish, I don't know, I can't see a starfish pattern on it, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. And this one is the Sunrise Cowl, is it? Yeah, Sunrise Cowl. And we have now got chapter 3, which is Natural and Rustic. It's showing the very big chunky scarves. There we go. They're very fashionable, aren't they, these chunky scarves? Although how long for, I don't know. Because it's, you know, hopefully going to be spring soon. Although we've got forecasted snow here over most of the UK, but so far I've escaped it. So. Anyway, that's the sun shower scarf. Oh no, it's a sun shower scarf, that's what I said. And that's the Sea Salt Cowl. It's got quite a lot of variety in here, hasn't it? And that's the June Cowl. June as in D-U-N-E, not June as in the month, yeah. This is the Jewel Cowl. You can see why it looks like little jewels, doesn't it, set in into the grey. And that one's called the Beach Hut Scarf. It's quite nice, isn't it? That'd be nice for using ornaments and bits. Again, I've been looking at Jen Cherry's Facebook page. That's Jen, Jen, and then the cherry bit is XERRI. She's been making some lovely shawls. You know, we're just knotting all her oddments together, and she makes them look fabulous. I'm sure if I did it, it'd look like a bag of rags, but that's by the by. This one's called the Andre neck warmer. It must be done in some kind of furry wool, because it looks almost like a fur collar, fur cowl. Yeah, got plenty of fur. Although I don't think I could stand it next to my neck. This one's very, very pretty. This is the Sea Spray scarf. I have to cover up the instruction. It's very dainty, very delicate, very sweet. La, la, la. The Marina scarf. That looks like grannies, but they're triangular grannies and not square grannies. I'm deciding what to crochet next. I haven't really decided yet. That's the big chunky scarf. It's called the Seaford scarf. I get a bit overwarm when I'm wearing something that chunky. And that's the Brighton Pier chunky scarf. That's the old traditional granny square, whatever you want to call it. And this is the West Pier Waves. Oh, I have to turn the camera. Just look at Gigi. Can you see him? Can you see him? Doesn't he look sweet? Now I've got to put my tripod straight again. Sorry about that. But he does get into some adorable positions. Then we're on to Bold and Bright now. That's me. Bold and Bright. That's the carousel shawl. It's not a shawl, it's a scarf. A carousel scarf. And that's the Helter Skelter. Oops, scarf. Can't show too much of the instructions, but oh gosh, how am I going to show you this? There. Now this one I really think is pretty, but you have to buy the bubble. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, how would you know exactly how much bubble to buy, you know? It tells you here how much to buy, but I mean, say you make your scarf a bit longer or something, you know, you ran out of bubbles. Now this is something I can imagine that Sue would like, because she likes doing bubbles. Yeah? She would like that. I hate doing bubbles, but she loves them. We've all got things we like to do, don't we? This is another one that's delicate. It's called the Brighton Rock scarf. Oops. And this one is called the Sea View. The Sea View scarf. I feel as though I'm in the cinema, sitting on the front row with this bright light. This is called the Pavilion scarf. And this one is the Cowl. Gigi, there's nobody there. That's the Cove scarf. And that one's the Anemone. I think that's getting near the end now, actually. I think that's the end of the book. Yes, that's the end of the book. There's quite a variety in there, isn't there? People say, oh, like, we don't need a pattern for scarves, we can do it all on our own. But, you know, things like this, they do give you some good ideas, yeah? So it's crochet scarves and cowls, 35 colourful and contemporary crochet patterns by Nikki Trench, if you can see it. I got mine from Amazon, as usual. As usual. Well, my new light didn't go down well with the family. It was like, what the heck have you bought now? Because to take it down, you have to take it all apart and take the bulb out. And I'm a bit dubious about taking the bulb in and out, because I mean, you'd have to wait while it cools down anyway, wouldn't you? And it doesn't fold up. I mean, it came folded up like an umbrella, but it doesn't fold back up again unless you take the bulb out. And I mean, once the family have gone, there'll be plenty of room for me to put it in one corner, you know, and leave it there. But now I'm just a bit worried about the dogs getting their feet in the tripod legs, you know, knocking it whizzing and breaking the light bulb. But, well, all three of them have actually gone to sleep now, which is rather nice. It's been all day coming, mind you. I've been really, really dopey today. Not that I'm not dopey most days, but, you know, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, then I wake myself up and then I go, don't know why I am so tired. And then when it comes time for bedtime tonight, I'll be wide awake. I try milky drinks, I try everything. Try the relaxation techniques, you know, the yoga techniques. Got something on my cheek here. Try the yoga techniques, you know, the tighten and let it go loose stuff. I try counting sheep, but that doesn't work because I'll be trying to knit something as they were going past. I take myself to places like, in my head of course, not physically. You know, to places like Skiathos that I really like. That doesn't always work. Some days I just watch the clock go round. And then the day afterwards I get up and I'm like, oof. I can be in the middle of having my breakfast, you know, I fall asleep with like my breakfast halfway up to my mouth, like, how dreadful. I mean, they did test me for narcolepsy because I've got sleep apnea, as you know. And I've got a new mask, so it might be that's not fitting properly. Who knows? I look very elegant, you know, with my big mask over my face, going to bed. In my fleecy, fluffy pyjamas. But it's cold. And my circulation doesn't go to the ends of my fingers and the ends of my toes some days. The mystery appointment that I didn't know what it was for, it's actually for the diabetic centre and the weight centre, so that should be funny. So next week I'm going to be busy. I've got to go to have my toenails done, the podiatry. I've got to go to the dietitian and the diabetics. I've got to go and have my diabetic foot check. I've got to go for my spine, and then the fortnight after that I've got to go for my hip, or is it the other way around? Whichever way. Got quite a few appointments coming up. Which is all very well, but of course it all takes lots of money when you go in the taxi. Anyway, I finished what I was going to make, the one I said I couldn't show you, because I still can't, because I haven't posted. Excuse me. Very uncouth. I haven't posted it yet, so I really don't know what I'm going to start next. I've got so many things that I want to start, it's a question of jiggling which one do I do first, if you know what I'm saying. So, anyway, Sue can't come today. Obviously, she's not here, is she? She started doing something in the garage, apparently, and she got bogged down, waylaid, whatever you want to call it, with all her stash that's in boxes. Apparently Sue's stash is in boxes that she can't see into. They're in boxes that are covered all the way around, so she doesn't know what's in them. I mean, I've got half a chance because I can sort of see through my boxes. So she'd started looking for something or doing something, and she finished up more or less, got half the garage in the right up drawer. So she phoned and said, sorry, I can't come. She said, because I'm just in such a mess here with the garage. I said, it's fine. I said, because it's 12:30. I said, and I haven't even had a shower yet. I said, because I'm just like... So fingers crossed she's hoping to come Monday. So we'll have to see. And then she can be on the light, the big light, and see how she likes being stared at. The big light in her face. It's a very funny sensation. I don't know whether any of you ladies who do videos have got lighting, but I mean, you look it up on Google and you look it up on not Facebook, eBay. Where am I going here with this? YouTube. Trying to find out where's the best position, but all they want to tell you is you need 3 lights. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not that professional. I don't need 3 lights. I'm not doing tutorials or anything. All I wanted was a light so that you could see the books better, yeah, or the patterns better. So we'll have to struggle through. So I keep experimenting with each video I make, where I move it, what height I have it at, you know. So you just have to bear with me. You know, I mean, I may be even being a worse shadow. I might look like a ghoul in this one, I don't know. Because I can't see what's being videoed with my camera. You know, I don't have a little thing at the side like some people do, where they can see themselves in the camera. I don't have that. Mine's around the back, so I just have to video and hope for the best, because I've got no idea, you know, what's happening. Well, Gigi's fast asleep now, so maybe I can have my drink in peace, because the family will be home very shortly, because it's 5:10. So I need to get rid of this Angelina Jolie light before they come in and think, what the heck's she doing now? I mean, Ariane was going around going, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Yeah, okay. So I am a brick short of a wall, but you know what I mean? I'm happy. If being happy is not being what people conceive of as being normal, then that's fine. I'm not normal. I'm a bit woo-woo. But I'm happy. Yeah, and I must say hello to Daniel. Apparently he was watching and laughing when the dogs were, you know, letting wind off, and we were all holding our noses. He thought that was hilarious, yeah. So, poor little sausage's got to have his operation to have his rods taken out. Of his spine, that is. The ones that are holding him a bit upright. But they don't know when yet. Could be 6 weeks, could be 6 months. They don't know. They've got to take it 6 weeks to 6 weeks to see how he's getting on. So, see, the rods are pressing into his little chest and he can't take deep breaths anymore. So, poor little soul. You know, I have all these aches and pains, which I'm not going to bore you with, but lots of my people, my friends on YouTube, they have similar things to me. But I'm 71. This little boy's about 6, I think. You know, and you think, oh God, he could have all his life in front of him. You know, you tend to think, why him, don't you? Well, there's been a few little babies on YouTube, not YouTube. Here I am, I can't get my words out today. Facebook recently who've passed away, youngsters, real youngsters. And you think, why, when they're so young, why? You know, if I was to get something and pass away, I mean, I've had a life. I mean, I don't want to get anything and pass away, but I have had a life. It's like when Mum passed away. I mean, she was 90 and she'd had a good life. Had a good innings, as they say in the north. So I didn't feel too sad, really, because... And my dad, I was just glad my dad was out of his pain. It sounds a terrible thing to say, but I used to pray that he would go. He would let go, and he would go, because he was in so much pain. And, you know, most people would pray for him to stay alive, but I thought, no, I'm being selfish here. If I wanted him to stay alive, it's just because I want my dad, you know. But he was in so much pain that I used to pray for him to go, yeah. Really did. And I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but, you know, it was the same with my dog, really. When they're in so much pain, you just pray that there's a release for them. You want to keep them because you love them to bits, and you want them to stay with you forever. But they don't, unfortunately, and my dog didn't. My brother was the same. My brother had started to get into so much pain that I was so glad when he had a heart attack, because he just went suddenly. I'm sorry if you think I'm heartless, but, you know, I'm all for taking people out of their pain. I mean, not that I'd kill anybody to get them out of their pain, but I'm all for people having the choice as well. You know, if you want to leave the world, if you're in so much pain. I'm not advocating suicide by any means whatsoever, because a lot of the time, if people held on for another few minutes or so, their life would be changed and they wouldn't need to do that. There's always somebody there to help, you know, if you're in the Samaritans and the helpline and things like that. I'm just saying I'm in favour of, if a person is so really, really desperately ill and there is no cure and they know that there's no cure, I don't blame them if they do that. I don't think I would be brave enough to do it though. I honestly don't. But you never know, do you? What happens when your time comes, how you'll feel about it. How did I get on this gloomy subject? I'm going to go off it now anyway. I'm going to try to decide what to crochet next, and that should cheer me up a bit. As you notice, I've still got the frog in the throat. Maybe one day they'll get to the bottom of it. I know what it is. It's just nodules on my voice box. Tiny grains of sand on my voice box. Well, they're not actual sand, but you know what I mean. And they cause me to be froggy like this. You wouldn't believe it, would you? They're so tiny, they're minuscule. When he said I'd got nodules on my voice box, I was imagining something huge. You know, because I get a sore throat, I get a pain, and I get a froggy throat. But when he said to me, they're smaller than a pinhead, they're so tiny, and you think, how can something that small cause all these problems in my throat, you know? And you think to yourself, it's hardly worth it going into another operation just to get rid of them. I mean, they laser them off, so you think with everything that they do nowadays that they should be able to twilight you, you know, just do them while you're awake. They do facelifts and everything while you're awake, but I'm not having one of them. I might think I've got a beard and I might know I've got a double chin or three, but I'm too much of a coward to ever have a facelift. Too much of a coward. My face is not my fortune. As my son said, you're not Angelina Jolie. Anyway, it's bye from me, Angelina Jolie. And it's bye from, what we got now? Sky, Poppy and Gigi over there. So it's bye from all of us. And we'll see you very soon.